Wake up, people. Wake up and listen to me. You are not defeated. You are not a failure. It's not over until you win. So many of you have been beaten down by life's challenges. You faced setbacks, disappointments, and heartbreaks that made you want to give up. But I'm here to tell you today that your story is not written yet. A final chapter has not been inked. As long as you have breath in your lungs and a flicker of hope in your heart, you can still win. I know what it's like to feel like a victim of circumstance, to be trapped in a cycle of poverty, abuse, and low self-worth. I was born into nothing, raised by a teenage mother in Mississippi who worked as a maid. We were so poor that I wore dresses made of potato sacks to school. The kids laughed and called me names. The teachers expected nothing from me because of the color of my skin and the odds stacked against me. But you know what? I refuse to accept that narrative. I refuse to let my circumstances define me or determine my destiny. I had a defiance, a resilience, a well of hope inside me that could not be extinguished no matter how tough things got. And let me tell you, things got really tough sometimes. I was raped at age 9 by a cousin. Raped and beaten and told I was nothing. For years, I carried that trauma and pain inside me like a burning coal. I could have let it consume me. I could have surrendered to the darkness and the stigma and the shame. But I did not, because I knew in my core that it was not over. That rape did not define me or decide my fate. I was still worthy. I was still a victor, not a victim. So I persevered. I excelled in school. I earned a scholarship to college. I fought through years of depression, anxiety, and insecurity by nurturing that glimmer of light within me. The light that said you are destined for something greater. Do not you dare give up now. And you know what? That light was right, because it led me out of the darkness and into an extraordinary life, a life of incalculable success, influence, and purpose. But none of that would have been possible if I had quit when the going got tough. If I had resigned myself to being a statistic or a victim. So I need you to listen closely. You are not a victim. You are a victor in the making. Those struggles you've endured, those setbacks and failures, they are mere obstacles to be overcome. They do not define your life unless you let them. Your destiny is not determined by your circumstances, but by your determination and your resilience. Maybe you grew up in poverty, like I did, with the odds stacked against you. Maybe you were abused or neglected as a child, carrying trauma into adulthood. Maybe you made mistakes in your youth that still haunt you. Maybe you lost your job, your home, your health, your dignity. Maybe your dream lies in ashes at your feet right now. It does not matter. What matters is that you get up, that you shake off the dust and ashes, that you rekindle that inner fire and keep moving forward no matter what. Because I guarantee you, if you never give up, never surrender to defeat, your life can and will be triumphant. Look at me. I'm a black woman born into poverty who was raped as a child. By all conventional logic and statistics, I should have amounted to nothing. And yet, through perseverance and resilience, I broke through every obstacle and limitation to become a billionaire, a media mogul, a respected leader and agent of change. If I can make it from the torn dresses of a maid's daughter to the cover of every magazine, if I can overcome rape, abuse, racism, and poverty to build an empire and inspire millions, then you can overcome whatever's trying to keep you down right now. You are not a failure until you stop trying. It's not over until you surrender. As long as you get back up one more time than you were knocked down, you are a winner. The path will be hard, the challenge is daunting. You will be tested and tried and pushed to your limits. But that's okay, because a victor is forged in the fires of adversity. I do not know what's trying to defeat you right now. Maybe it's an addiction you cannot seem to beat, a cycle of destructive relationships, crippling debt, chronic illness, or your own doubts and demons. Whatever it is, I need you to see it for what it really is. Just a temporary obstacle standing between you and the incredible life you were destined for. Because you were born for greatness. You have a glory and a brilliance inside you that is just waiting to be unlocked and unleashed upon this world. You are not average, you are not ordinary, you are a revolutionary spark with the power to change everything. But you have to claim that power. You have to stop letting your circumstances, your setbacks, your mistakes, or other people's low expectations for you define your reality. Those are lies. Those are chains trying to keep you enslaved to a small, limited existence when you were created for expansive, incredible things. So let today be the day you break free. The day you draw a line in the sand and say, no more. I refuse to be a victim any longer. My life is just beginning. Let today be the day you rekindle that defiant spark of hope within you. That flame of resilience and determination that will fuel you through every challenge still to come. You are stronger than you know, more capable than you can imagine. You just have to tap into that inner reserve of grit and courage. You have to choose each and every day to be a victor and not a victim. It will not be easy, I can promise you that. Anyone who tells you that chasing your dreams and rewriting your life story will be easy is lying to you. It will be hard, grueling, all-consuming work. You will be pushed to your limits over and over and over again. There will be days when the struggle feels too heavy and the path too long. But I need you to remember on those days that it's not over yet. As long as you still have breath in your lungs and a flicker of that inner fire, you have what it takes to keep going. To rise above one more time. Do not you dare quit when you're so close to the victory on the other side. Think of the people who persisted against all odds and emerged victorious. People like Nelson Mandela, who survived 27 years of unjust imprisonment to become the first black president of South Africa. Like Harriet Tubman, who escaped slavery to help liberate hundreds more through the Underground Railroad. Like Helen Keller, who overcame blindness and deafness to become an accomplished author and activist. These were ordinary people who faced extraordinarily difficult circumstances, but they kept going, they endured. They persisted with courage and grit until they broke through every obstacle and limitation to achieve their greatness. That is what you must do. You must endure and persist every single day until your moment of breakthrough and victory. You cannot give up simply because it feels hard or the way forward seems unclear. That's the way it always feels before a major breakthrough. Right before a child is born, the mother experiences the most intense pain and difficulty. But she endures through that temporary struggle because she knows the joy waiting on the other side. Right before a butterfly emerges from its cocoon, it experiences a period of intense struggle as its newly formed body battles to break through. But it does not give up because it knows freedom and a new existence awaits if it can just persist a little longer. That struggle you're experiencing right now, that pain, that difficulty, that confusion and darkness, that's just the birth pains. You are in the chrysalis phase. You are in the valley between two beautiful mountains. Do not give up when the miracle of new life, of total transformation, of achieving the dreams you fought so hard for is just around the bend. Keep pressing on, keep enduring, keep chipping away at the obstacles between you and your victory. Just a little longer, just a little more effort and persistence. I wanted you to make a vow to yourselves today. A solid promise that you will never, ever, ever give up. That no matter what comes against you, hardship, failure, loss, ridicule, setbacks, you will keep rising. You will keep fighting. You will keep chasing the vision of the life you deserve until you make it out loud with not give up. I am resilient and unstoppable. I was born for greatness, and I will achieve my greatest victories no matter what tries to stop me. It's not over until I win. Let those words become your personal mantra. Write them down and put them everywhere, on your bathroom mirror, your fridge, your computer screen, your car. Let them burn into your heart and mind until they become coded into your DNA. From this day forward, we are all victors, not victims. We are overcomers and achievers. We refuse to surrender to circumstance, to statistics, to other people's low expectations for us. We were created to thrive, to soar, to impact this world in major ways. So let's go out and claim what is ours. Let's chase our biggest dreams with reckless abandon, pushing past every obstacle until we hold the victory in our hands. Let's honor the struggles we've endured by emerging victorious no matter how many times we get knocked down. Because it's not over until we win. Until we achieve all the incredible things we were put on this earth to accomplish. So do not you dare stop now when the greatest victories of your life could be just around the corner if you just keep going. Your breakthrough is coming. Your moment of redemption, of reinvention, of blazing glory is on the horizon. But you have to persevere through the struggle to get there. You have to endure the darkness before the dawn. You have to fight and claw and work harder than you ever have before. That's what winners do. That's what champions and history makers are carved from. Not the ease of privilege, but the fire of perseverance and grit against all odds. The path will be arduous. The challenge is fierce. There will be countless moments when it would feel easier to simply give up and resign yourself to a life of mediocrity and regret. But you are not made for a life of mediocrity. You are a luminous being fashioned from greatness, created for incredible impact and fulfillment. The only thing standing between you and that destined reality is your willingness to endure until the end. So dig in. Get ready for the fight of your lives. This is where victors are forged. This is the crucible that separates those who achieve their dreams from those who just dreamed. I double dog dare you to be one of the achievers, to lace up your boots and get back on the path no matter how daunting, to shrug off your defeats and disappointments from the past and keep charging forward with courage. Because that's what champions do. They get back up one more time than they were knocked down. They refuse to stay on the mat. And they never ever surrender until their victory is won. You are worthy of that victory. You were born with a warrior spirit and a conqueror's resolve. All you have to do is embrace it, believe in it, and then live it out through your resilience, perseverance, and refusal to ever give up until your biggest goals are achieved. It's not over until your breakthrough happens. Your finest hour is still ahead if you just refuse to surrender to the struggle. So dig deep, find that defiant optimism that defies all odds, and go seize the victory that is yours. I believe in you. I believe in your power to recreate your life from wherever you are right now. Nothing is too hard, no dream too big, no circumstance too daunting for a human being who simply refuses to be denied. What is your greatest dream or ambition? What victory dances in your heart that feels tantalizingly out of reach? I want you to get up every single day and chase after that dream like your life depends on it. Pursue it relentlessly, doggedly, like a lion pursuing its prey. And through that pursuit, through pouring your entire being into manifesting that vision, you will discover reserves of strength, resilience, and perseverance within you that you never knew existed. You will shock yourself with your own capability to endure and overcome, but you have to be willing to go all in. No half measures, no coasting, no holding back. Wage war on mediocrity and average existence every single day by pursuing your wildest ambitions and dreams until you catch them. Because it's not over until you win. The final chapter is still unwritten. Your breakthrough could be just days or weeks or months away if you just refuse to surrender to the struggle. So rise up, dig deep, and go seize the victory that awaits you. I have faith that this is not the end for you, but just the beginning of your greatest comeback story. Lord, the world is waiting for you to claim your greatness. Do not make us wait any longer. Be the victor I know you were born to be. You are warriors. I can see the blaze in your eyes, the renewed determination burning in your spirits. You are ready to rise up and fight for the victories meant for you. But let me be clear. This battle will not be easy. In fact, it will be one of the hardest things you ever do in your lives. Chasing your biggest dreams, rewriting your life story from humble or difficult beginnings, overcoming setback after setback to achieve ultimate triumph, that is an arduous, all-consuming journey. There will be days when the path forward feels impossibly overgrown with obstacles. When fear chokes your throat and the voices of doubt scream loudly in your mind that you should just give up and resign yourself to an ordinary existence. But you cannot listen to those voices, my warriors. Those are the taunts of opponents trying to weaken your resolve. They are the lies of limited thinking meant to keep you trapped in mediocrity when greatness is your destiny. On those hard days, you must dig deeper than you ever have before. You must reach into the core of who you are. A radiant, powerful being fashioned for incredible impact, and draw strength from that truth about yourself. Because you are not just mere flesh and bone. You are a miracle of the universe, a supercomputer of energy and potential that has been encoded for victory from the beginning of time. Within you lies the same force that sparked life itself, that formed stars and galaxies, that propelled evolution forward. You are not just a person, you are a phenomenon. An awesome convergence of matter and energy and consciousness unlike anything else in existence. You are remarkable, you are unstoppable, you are greatness incarnate when you choose to live that way. So I need you to remember that on the hard days ahead, the days when failures pile up and the losses sting, the days when you feel so weary and bruised that you're tempted to resign yourself to a life of smallness and regret. On those days, I need you to dig your nails into the very truth of who and what you are. A limitless creator being on an eternal journey of growth and becoming, a radiant presence that has always been destined for incredible achievements and impact. Nothing can stop you except your own consent to be stopped. Every obstacle you face, every setback you experience is just a temporary challenge put before you to uncover more of your internal greatness. More of your resilience, your courage, your capacity to adapt and overcome. Because the path to victory is not a straight line. It is a winding, unpredictable road full of twists and turns and unexpected difficulties that will test your mettle in ways you cannot yet imagine. But you are up for that test. Your souls were forged in the fires of struggle from the beginning. Every difficulty you've endured up to this point, every hardship you've overcome, was just preparation for this ultimate quest towards the victories that await you. So let the challenges come. Face them head on with faith that you will find a way through or over or around them eventually. Let each obstacle make you wiser, stronger, more determined than before. Because that's what winners do. They transform inevitable difficulties into personal growth, into greater motivation, resilience, and unshakable belief in themselves. They do not seek to avoid struggle, but to transmute it into forward momentum. That is the mindset I need you to embrace. Rather than growing discouraged or afraid when hard times come, I want you to look at each challenge as an opportunity. A stepping stone towards unleashing more of your personal power and achieving abilities. Lean into the struggles with curiosity and determination to overcome them. See them not as inescapable prisons, but dynamic classrooms where you get to discover more of your inner reserves of courage, resourcefulness, and perseverance. Let each setback be a chance to refine your vision and rededicate yourself to manifesting what you want most. Let it make you hungrier, more fierce in your pursuit of the life. Let each setback refine and redefine you into an even more formidable force to be reckoned with. A warrior has been battle-tested and fired by adversity into an unstoppable juggernaut of persistence and determination. Because that is what this journey towards your ultimate victories requires, the spirit of a warrior. The same grit and tenacity of the lioness fighting for her cubs or the soldier pressing on through hostile territory, whatever the cost. You cannot be casual about chasing your biggest dreams and rewriting your life story to one of triumph. This requires complete, devoted commitment. A relentless, unwavering refusal to ever give up or give in until the full victory is yours. Half measures will only breed disappointment. Lukewarm efforts and inconsistent action will just leave you stranded, still yearning for the transformation and achievement you desire. No, you must attack this quest with the intensity of someone whose life depended upon it. Because in many ways it does. The life you were destined for, the unleashing of your highest self and purpose, hangs in the balance of whether you persist until the end. So become a warrior through and through. Sacrifice mediocre comforts and indulgences for the chance to live at your highest capacity. Rededicate yourself each day to the mission of continual growth, continual striving until your biggest dreams are made manifest. This means getting uncomfortable on a regular basis, pushing past your limits, expanding your capacity for resilience, grit, determination. It means being willing to endure pain, struggle, setbacks in service of the greater reward waiting on the other side. Just like how a pearl is formed by a speck of grit being trapped inside the tender flesh of an oyster. Your beauty, your brilliance, your most valuable assets will be forged through enduring difficulty rather than avoiding it. So lean into the struggle. Embrace the grind, the hustle, the push towards your potential. Become comfortable being uncomfortable in pursuit of the life you know you were destined for. Let your body get stronger from taking the hill again and again. Let your mind become sharper and more focused from staring down obstacles that seemed insurmountable at first. Let your spirit be galvanized through each trial you face into an unstoppable force propelled by experience and determination. This is how champions and legends are created, not through chance or privilege, but through the brutal refining process of struggle, persistence, and continual striving. This is the path walked by every great historical figure, spiritual leader, innovator, and game changer who ever existed. Every Moses had their wilderness testing period. Every Martin Luther King endured beatings in jail cells before their ultimate victory. Every Thomas Edison failed thousands of times before achieving success with the light bulb invention. Struggle precedes greatness. Difficulty is the purifying fire that burns away all that is inauthentic and weak within you until only your biggest, brightest, most radiant self remains. And from that essence of conviction emerges the vision, purpose, and drive to change your reality. So step into that fire with me, warriors. Let the flames of adversity temper you into the strongest, most tenacious version of yourselves. Use each challenge as fuel to rededicate yourselves more deeply to the beautiful truth of who you are and what you are capable of achieving. Because you are so much greater than any temporary circumstance, obstacle, or setback. You are cosmic miracles with extraordinary gifts and potential. You were encoded for tremendous victories and impact from the very beginning. All that is required is your refusal to give up until you unleash the fullest manifestation of that brilliant inner essence. Your dogged tenacity to keep pushing, growing, adapting, persisting through every roadblock until your path is clear and your